The United States and other Western countries have not yet constructed targeted anti-missile missiles against orbital hypersonic weapons. It is said that hypersonic missiles have caused the United States' existing defense systems to fail. This undoubtedly made Biden very nervous and caught the US military by surprise. Recently, China's Dongfeng Express missiles, especially the Dongfeng 27, have become the focus at home and abroad. In the past 10 years, China's progress in the field of anti-ship ballistic missiles is obvious. Their development is rapid, from the debut of Dongfeng 21D and Dongfeng 26 to the recent rumors of Dongfeng 27. This trajectory can be traced back to the DF-21D and DF-26 anti-ship ballistic missiles. And then the longer-range DF-27 anti-aircraft carrier ballistic missile was developed. Although the United States has conducted multiple hypersonic weapons projects, including the recently failed AGM-183 air-launched rapid response weapon, the air-breathing hypersonic weapon that was tested in early January, and the US Navy's conventional rapid response weapons, strike weapons, etc., but the results did not achieve the expected results. This shows that the United States has fallen far behind China in some areas. The Financial Times stated that China's hypersonic missiles will make Western countries feel worried and afraid. Because facing this weapon, the United States and other Western countries have not yet constructed targeted anti-missile missiles against orbital hypersonic weapons. Since the United States' inherent defense system is developed for ballistic missiles with parabolic trajectories, it is said that hypersonic missiles have caused the United States' existing defense systems to fail. This undoubtedly made Biden very nervous and caught the US military by surprise. The United States and other Western countries have not yet constructed targeted anti-missile missiles against orbital hypersonic weapons system and early warning system, which means that the United States and other Western countries have lost the ability to intercept this type of weapon. This means that within the range of China's hypersonic missile weapons, the security of Western countries is like a vacuum, and this is something Western countries cannot afford. In response, Glenn Van Heck, commander of the North American Air Defense Command of the United States, also said that the absolute security of the United States pursued by the United States is facing huge challenges. China's hypersonic missiles have pierced our defense network. Frank Kendall, the new Secretary of the Air Force of the United States, also claimed that China's hypersonic missiles have given China the ability to attack the United States. Not long ago, a confidential US military document was exposed, mentioning China's test launch of a new type of hypersonic missile. Recently, the People's Liberation Army test fired a Mach 15 missile, and the US media worried. No matter where the US aircraft carrier goes, it can't escape it. Recently, a missile launch brigade of the Chinese rocket force conducted an eye-catching large-scale missile test launch. This news attracted widespread attention from the US media, whose satellites detected the launch of a Chinese hypersonic missile. According to reports, the missile flew at a speed of Mach 15 per hour and successfully destroyed a moving target ship at sea. Experts estimate that the missile has a range of more than 5,000 kilometers. The United States speculates that this may be China's Dongfeng 27 missile that has not yet been disclosed. After the news came out, Commander Aquilino of the US Indo-Pacific Command meditated in his office for 30 minutes, and then walked out of the office solemnly accompanied by other officials. It can be seen from the reaction of the United States that they are very worried about the development of China's Dongfeng missile. Not long ago, a confidential US military document was exposed, mentioning China's test launch of a new type of hypersonic missile. According to US military estimates, the flight speed of this missile reaches Mach 8.6 and the flight distance reaches 2,100 kilometers, which makes the United States even more convinced that this is the rumored Dongfeng 27. In addition, according to US assessments, taking into account test fire experiments, the actual speed of the missile may be higher, at least above Mach 9. If the Dongfeng 27 is an upgraded version of the Dongfeng 17, its range is expected to exceed 8,000 kilometers, almost close to the level of an intercontinental ballistic missile. This caused the United States to seriously consider what threats it might face if faced with such weapons. China has not only made breakthroughs in the field of hypersonic missiles, but also already has a variety of hypersonic missiles, such as Dongfeng 17, YJ-21, etc. These missiles have the advantages of high speed, high maneuverability and stealth, and can accurately strike sea and land targets. US military expert Brent Eastwood pointed out that in a military simulation, China used Dongfeng 17 missiles to try to flank a US aircraft carrier formation. The United States tried to use the Aegis system and Standard 3 air defense missiles to intercept, but failed. This simulated strike clearly shows that China's hypersonic missiles pose a huge threat to US aircraft carriers. Admiral Samuel Paparo, commander of the US Navy's Pacific Fleet, is very worried about the development of China's rocket force. He pointed out that the United States is now very worried about the strength of the Chinese rocket force. So the US military is working hard every day to study countermeasures, technologies and combat procedures. If the Chinese rocket force masters the precise location of the US aircraft carrier, they can successfully launch missiles to hit the US aircraft carrier. This concern is not unfounded. Because ever since China developed aircraft carrier killer weapons such as Dongfeng 21D and Dongfeng 26 of the Dongfeng family, the US military has been worried about China's military threat. However, some have expressed doubts about US concerns. Why is the United States so interested in this kind of weapon but cannot develop it on its own? In fact, the US military has always regarded hypersonic weapons as game-changing weapons, but after China and Russia successively put them into use, their efforts in this field have never stopped. Although the United States has conducted multiple hypersonic weapons projects, including the recently failed AGM-183 air-launched rapid response weapon. The air-breathing hypersonic weapon that was tested in early January, and the US Navy's conventional rapid response weapons, strike weapons, etc., but the results did not achieve the expected results. This shows that the United States has fallen far behind China in some areas.